All right, guys, I got a good one for you. So, first off, welcome back to the channel. And I'm excited to have you here. It's 2024, but man, a lot has changed. And my habits around collecting have definitely changed. And you're probably wondering, why would they have changed? And you know, sometimes collecting of anything can kind of get out of hand and you lose focus as to the reason why you collect these things in the first place. I don't just love arcade games, I love playing arcade games. And over the couple years I realized I was doing way more restoring and fixing, which I love by the way, but not a lot of playing. So if you haven't seen a lot of arcade content from me lately, that's because I've been playing pinball and playing arcade games. I've been playing both. But the thing is, I've also been creating less content, which has allowed me to enjoy the hobby a lot more. And also really focus on why I did this and why I do this in the first place. I know this is going to be shocking, but I had to print it out because I couldn't remember all of them. I'm going to rattle you off the list of games I sold over the last, let's say, year and a half. But more recently, most of these just left more recently. Okay, are you ready? Outrun, my Miss Pac-Man Galaga 20-year reunion, Q*bert, Victory Road, Street Fighter II Big Blue, Nintendo Duck Hunt, Moonwalker, Golden Tee Silver Strike, Afterburner, my Afterburner Cockpit. That one just left. That's a whole story into itself. I'm gonna actually do a whole video on that because talk about collecting and collection mistakes. That was a big mistake. Although very cool, just you have to be aware of your space. So that's all I'll say. I'll save that for another video. Badlands, an MK1, 2 Fast and the Furious. I didn't even do videos on those. 2 War Final Assaults, my X-Men, my Stargate, my Gorf. Can you believe I'd get rid of Gorf out of all the drama that it took to get a Gorf?
Don't know anything about it yet.
If it works, I want it.
I already had my eye on the Gorf.
What do you mean?
Want to buy it as is, or you want me to try to get it going, or you want to just
No,
buy it
I would say
as is, where it stands?
I don't really care about the stuff inside. I don't really care about the screen or the game board or any of the stuff or even the joystick. I just like the cabinet. $50.
Yeah, I could do that.
My Neo Geo 2 slot, my Road Blasters. I've sold so many of those, but the cockpit specifically. But I did buy another one, but we'll talk about that later. My Nintendo Super System, another Outrun. I actually bought an Outrun, sold an Outrun, bought another Outrun, and sold another Outrun. I guess I thought I just couldn't live without Outrun, but I can. My Smash TV 25-inch cabinet, the one that we got from David down in Tucson that was totally trashed, that one's now moved on. The Super Hang-On project, gone. My Chulix, I didn't even make a video on that. I had a Chulix, I sold it. Terminator 2 and Moon Patrol, all of those games gone. So what you see behind me and then what's in the house is all that's left. And you know what? I'm really freaking happy. I can breathe. I feel this immense pressure and stress has been totally lifted off my shoulders because now I can come into this garage and move around, and if I do want to work on a machine, I don't have to navigate through nooks and crannies and where are all my tools. Things are now organized and I love it. I love it, and I've been really enjoying the hobby. So I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just telling you what I did and what feels good for me. I had made this cryptic tweet about this book I was reading that was called No One Wants Your Shit. And honestly, it was a little extreme, but I learned to part ways with things I truly don't need, because sometimes collecting becomes about the hunt more than it does about the actual game that you hunted so hard for. And I was noticing I was falling a lot into that trap of, wow, that game is so hard to obtain, I got it. That game was so hard to obtain, oh my gosh, I got it. Nick calling me up, Arcade Eric, Stringer, I found this, I found that, and me jumping on it. Man, it's so rare, it's so unique. But the thing is, that can get out of hand real quick, and it did for me. So I'm very happy to report I'm in a very healthy state with the hobby. Now, am I gonna tell you that I'm ultra interested in doing restorations and refurbishing cabinets right now? No, not at all. I'm really not. And a lot of that has to do with space too. You only have so much space, and for me to work on a cabinet, I have to take it out of this garage, I gotta close the garage, my driveway is on a slope, I gotta sand, I gotta Bondo, and then somehow, some way, Bondo dust can get into this garage with the door closed. I'm just kind of sick of that, so I'm happy also to report that every single one of these games knock on wood, is working right now. So I'm hopefully gonna keep it that way for some time and enjoy the things that I have. So no, I didn't get rid of everything, but I got rid of a lot. And for me, it was the right thing to do at the right time. And I'm sure all of you are watching this going, he's gonna fill that space right back up. And I'm not, I'm really, really not. I'm truly enjoying going inside every night, playing pinball, playing some of the arcade games, playing some of the multicades I have, and I'm having such a good time. So I do think part of this video is also to tell you that I will be slowing down on content creation. I've been doing a lot of shorts, and it seems like you guys are enjoying those, and that's easier for me to produce. I've been doing a lot of shorts, and it seems like you guys are enjoying those, and that's easier for me to produce,
Ralph, are you in here making the shorts? Who are you?
My day job is so much busier now than it was before, but this year I still have a lot of conferences I'm gonna attend, and I'm sure a project will fall into my lap here or there. But I'm hoping to make content that is easier to make for you guys to consume, and just stuff I'm passionate about right now, you know? And I think if I go back in time and look at the early days of the channel, I really kind of mixed it up and I was doing a lot of different things, and they were all things I was interested in. And I kind of just like dove full steam ahead into just arcade games. And it was interesting because it's not like those other hobbies I wasn't interested in anymore. I just was really focused on one thing. If I do that for too long, I definitely can get sick of something. And I don't want to get sick of the thing I love. So if YouTube was causing me to kind of sort of be less interested in something I'm super passionate about, that's not a good thing. So I got to balance that. It's a give and take when you're a content creator, because you never want the thing that you love to become feeling like a job or whatever. And this probably sounds familiar. There's a lot of people posting these videos about quitting YouTube and all this stuff. I'm not quitting YouTube. It's just slowing down for me right now, and being able to provide some kind of balance is good. I will also say this. I'm going to leave you with this. Now that COVID is pretty much over and people are going back out, and that's been happening over a year plus now, I'm also more interested in going outside, doing things outside of my house. So do I need to have as many games as I've had all these years? Not really. Thinning the herd is a good thing. And I've been going out to a lot more bar arcades and arcades in my area and having a great time with that. So, you know, things change, right? And I think sometimes when things in your life are changing or priorities are being rebalanced, it causes everything else to kind of move and shift with it. I appreciate all you guys tuning into the channel all the time, watching all the videos, making comments. I try to respond to as many of them as I can, but I just appreciate it so much. And there will be much more arcade content. I got a couple of conferences I'm going to in March that are really big, that'll be fun. Obviously going to Pinball Expo this year, the 40th anniversary, but I may scale down some of that as well, but the content isn't stopping. It just might not be as often, but I promise to bring the quality to you. That's always what I pride myself on, is making sure that the things I do release are worth your time and investing in it. So anyways, that's it for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoy content like this and all the other things I've been covering over the past couple months. I think that's kind of a good gauge as to what you'll continue to see. And that's it for now. We will see you on the next one.